I said boop. Now we just gotta wait for it to start. Now I gotta turn that off, because unfortunately people don't seem to understand. Oh look, it just started. It just screamed at me from 2 different versions. Hey, I got a great idea. Let's tell the whole world about that, Joe. There you go. My ringtone is off and everything, so I can't hear crap.
You gotta remember to do that beforehand.
Forgot.
You always do.
Of course I do, because I'm stupid. I got a horrible memory. It even caught me being Smoke bomb! Alrighty, everybody. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again, the Modern Stars of Gaming. I'm KaijuK, and with me here is Necro Nick.
What up?
Look, I got it right this time.
Yeah.
Juggernaut Jared. A little more in. And Subliminal, who's trying to hide in the background for some reason.
Wave.
Hey guys.
There we go, we kept you.
That worked.
So, welcome back to part 2 of the, what a game we could make. If you don't remember what happened, please, pause this, or if you're live streaming, please don't, but, go back and see what we talked about originally. And what we were basically doing is complaining about what could make us the perfect game. Now, unfortunately, the problem with the perfect game is everybody has their own opinion.
Oh, yeah.
My little sister loves little puzzle games and stuff like that. My mom's great at RPGs. My dad loves first-person shooters. And my brother loves huge war-based strategy games like Shogun Knights and things like that. Like really big games where there's thousands of things going on at one time. I prefer survival games. Necro here is more of a racing fanatic, but he can play just about any game.
Yep.
Juggernaut Jared enjoys wrestling games,
Yep.
and Subliminal prefers any type of game where he can get horribly mauled quickly.
That's not true.
Grand Theft Auto 5, Darkest Dungeon.
Infamous.
Wait, what'd you say?
Let's throw Infamous in there.
So, from where we last left off, I see movement. Oh, there he is. What's with the hood down, man? You're not even on camera.
Yeah, we can see
It's
your legs.
relaxing.
Alright, if you say so. If you fall asleep, just know what's going to happen to you.
Horrible, horrible things will do.
You will have a face reveal today, but people will see it all the wrong way. So, since we last left off on me, I believe it was Juggernaut Jared's shot. So, Juggernaut Jared, what do we bring in as far as ideas towards making your awesome game?
See, I'd look at both online and offline.
Ah, now that's an important one. Too many games are focusing nowadays on online gameplay. Not enough of them are playing on doubles. So we kind of got to look at it like that, Are we talking about a game that can only be played offline, only online, or a little bit of both? I like that idea. It could be fun.
Even with that, you can still have your friends come over and play offline, call it a day.
Right.
That way you-
Remember, Jared did say that one of the big things he must have is huge multiplayer capabilities, including LAN.
Right. So that's why I'm saying he could just be like, your friends come over and play.
Yep.
Call it a day.
Yep. All right.
Why not just create a game where you basically jump into a portal and each portal leads to a different type of game?
We did. It's called Disney Infinity.
We're not counting this.
And that crashed and burned faster than the frickin' Luxembourg crash.
So, what would be your
Yeah, you always can be one.
what would be your first idea of making your perfect video game?
Yeah, what has to be in your video game to make you happy?
Different lobbies for different things. Say you want to actually go and kill people, or say you don't want to go kill people and you don't want to be killed. You can
Okay.
actually choose to go into a purely passive lobby until you decide you actually want to go kill, and then it switches you to an actual aggressive.
Okay, so
lobby.
different
So, like
lobbies.
how they did in Grand Theft Auto to an extent.
Just a little different.
Right.
There's PvE lobbies, there's PvP lobbies. I see that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty unique. For my RPG that I have going on, I want it to be co-op.
A co-op RPG.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind.
Both.
I wouldn't mind to be having it like GameCube, where you were able to play 4 different people on the same game system, rather than dealing with other people online all the time.
And so,
One idea at a time.
Sorry.
yeah.
But that is still a pretty good idea.
I do like it, but What I mean by co-op is it could be either LAN or through internet, because in case if your friends don't want to come over, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And I always love co-op RPG games. That's pretty much why.
Don't know many co-op RPG games, but we'll go with it.
I mean, Diablo, kinda.
Let's not mention that.
No, we can't mention the third one.
That's
Oh, okay, yeah. You're
Yeah, the
right.
first
That's the
two
second.
ruled. The third one,
Yeah.
does
That's where they died.
Blizzard, please stop disappointing me. Anyways, I guess that would be thrown to me next, huh?
Yep.
I have an idea. I like the idea of mobility. You know, a lot of games are like, here's a quick travel spot, ride this boat to the other island, hop in this plane, it'll drop you off here. But what I mean is like mounts and build your own vehicles and epic events and teleporters and, you know, thousands of ways for you to get from point A to point B. The idea is along the lines of, well, basically, you just don't get a lot of freedom. Like, in World of Warcraft, shocker, I used to love riding the Griffins and riding the Manticores
All
around.
the mounts.
No, just the point A to point Bs. And you can see amazing things from up in the air and watch things happen, but you only had a brief few seconds. I think it'd be great if you could, like, expand on that. Maybe like hover in the air and watch something going on below you and that kind of stuff. That's
We got 4 people watching us right now.
we got 4 people.
Now we have 3.
How do we have 4 people watching us? We have a smiley face and cool sunglasses.
Sounds like my girlfriend.
It's not.
Wow. That's a shock.
Who's that name up there?
Carmine.
Ah.
Yep, that's Carmine right there. So throwing it back over to the Juggernaut of Jared's.
This is where it gets a little tougher for me, because I've covered a lot of the bases.
Well, once again, then you could just talk about what you're thinking about the idea of your game itself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a first-person game with fiction or with a own dimension, but I mean, what's different in this dimension? What are we talking? What happened? Did Hitler survive? Was Hitler a woman? Did Hitler survive and Hitler was a woman? This has anything to do with Hitler being a woman? I mean, that kind of stuff is going to be awesome.
Did it turn out that he turned into a good guy instead of a bad person?
That would...
We
Sorry to stop you
In
like
a
that.
sense.
That would be the weirdest twist to a fucking World War II game ever.
that the Axis were actually the good guys.
No.
and-
Just imagine. You're playing as a character, you're going through freaking killing Nazis and gutting them everything, and at the end of the game, they take off your mask and you're freaking Hitler the whole time. Wow! That would be the serious of kicks to the nuts right there. Serious. Oh. Juggernaut, sorry. That just tickled my fancy.
in
Figured out for it.
the universe where this takes place.
You are? You want to skip for a second? We can skip.
Yeah.
Okay, Sub, your turn. So far we know you want the game to have up to 4 players on the same screen at the same time. That's awesome.
Well, we could also add the multi-jack idea from the old systems, where you could add up to more than 4 players.
So what we're talking about as well...
I'm saying that you could play with more than just how games are coming out nowadays. There's less couch sitting with your friends and more playing online with others rather than actually chilling.
I see that.
Girlfriend's on.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But at the
Say hi to your girlfriend.
At the same time, it seems that the time isn't realistic in games anymore. What if we made it to where the time matched where you were at?
Well, actually, a lot of games have that, but that is a cool feature. The day and night cycle, that's pretty cool. You know, if it's nighttime where you are, it's nighttime. But the only game I can think of right now that does that is, it's sitting right here on my, my DS. It's called Pokemon.
Yeah, but
That's the only game I know of that does it. No one will mind if I pop on my Pokemon game for a little
and
bit, right?
and
Yes.
how GTA has their weather mechanics and everything, it would be based off that, but instead of it just being, oh, we're just gonna activate that, it actually goes off the actual weather where you're at.
Ooh, that could be awesome. But
That's nifty.
that's awesome.
But of course, then again, there's gonna come the problem where it might interfere. Say you're with someone else in a different country, it might interfere.
Well, no, because they're
No,
going
no.
off of your game. So whatever your sunny
So
season is, it's theirs.
So basically, what I'm saying it's kind of like how GTA is, where you
Or-
can see one thing on your screen, but there's something totally different happening on.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's based off of where you're located. That's it.
You're next, buddy.
I'm gonna actually hijack one off of Kyle that I was gonna do later on,
Okay.
and that's the whole adding your own music that you could be able to play or have other people listen to. I always love that feature. That's why 9 out of 10 times if I'm playing a game on my Xbox, I'll toss on music.
I just like my idea because, like, you go into a battle. I mean, I wouldn't mind going into a battle and suddenly having One Punch Man's theme song come in.
Yeah. Or the Final Fantasy
Funny if the
music.
chicken song came on while you were doing the battle.
What the fuck do you mean?
The chicken song.
What do you mean?
Chicken.
How with the chicken? You know what? Never mind.
I'm just gonna drop it.
Oh, you're talking about when chickens attack?
Kinda. Yeah.
Chicken attack. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Actually, I like that. One of the things I always liked about in certain games was your ability to forage and mine and things like that. But usually games that are heavily on the foraging and the mining, those are games that are like real-time strategy RPGs. You don't really get to see a lot of it. So what I think is, like, I think it should go beyond, like, okay, one of the things that always pissed me off about an RPG, go kill 15 wolves and bring me 15 hearts.
No.
All right?
Or 15 pelts. And
Right. And then you kill a wolf, and it doesn't have a heart.
Yeah. Wait,
How?
how are you living? How are you living?
Or-
Were you a ghost wolf?
We were playing World of Warcraft one day, and we fought a baby tiger cub, things like this big on the screen. And it dropped a bastard sword that's like this big. How was it holding it? Like
Was it hanging out its ass? Or something?
my idea is, like, you know, if you kill an animal, there's plenty of stuff you can harvest from it. And if you kill a dude, his weapons are right there. Why not pick them up too?
Yeah.
And one thing that always bothered me about certain stealth games is, like, I'm gonna go knock this guy unconscious, and I'm just gonna leave him on the ground. No, grab his fucking weapon and start shooting people.
So you're saying basically you can pull anything off his body.
Well, it only makes
Grab his
sense.
weapon, uniform, be able to stealth into.
Well, right, because once again, that's
Per se, to go back to one of his earlier things, where he put opponent study. If you're studying the opponent, you know what he has on him. So in theory, you should be able to pick up whatever you saw on him. Kind of along that line.
Yeah.
I find
Okay.
it funny when it's a different item that wasn't even on him at the first time.
Exactly. Like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, you're carrying
He's
it,
got
right?
a
Or
baseball bat, somehow I got a crowbar.
you're carrying a friggin' Beretta 50 cal, but you are picking up a M16 from him.
yeah.
Where were you hiding that?
His ass.
Oh, the One Punch Man theme song I was talking about was actually sung and written by a man by the name of Jonathan Young. So if you guys want to hear some really cool songs, please check out his webpage. For his YouTube page, rather. I'm going to try and link it up somehow here. Ah, there we go. Yeah, here we go. Just copy that like that, because I'm weird like this. And then I can just go in like this. I have to go Control V. There you go. He's an amazing artist. But no, I mean, like, that's always upset me about games. And we've just recently started playing DayZ. We're gonna start recording once we get all the bugs done and we're actually better at it.
Yeah.
Sad kaiju face.
Our last round went okay.
But like, we got attacked by a bunch of bandits at one point. And at this point, they dropped high-powered weapons, and the game wouldn't let us take the weapons.
Yeah, like, what's up with that?
No ammo for the weapons, no nothing. They just lay there. Come on!
Yeah.
If I kill a wolf for its heart, it's got to have a heart. The only explanation is I bludgeoned the heart so bad it exploded.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's one way to look at it.
That's just that. Okay, Juggernaut, before I keep complaining about things I don't need to complain about, go.
I'd actually want smoother graphics, higher res. With the way the graphics are nowadays, I'd want them realistic.
So what you're talking about is you want to be able to just live there. Like, if you look at somebody's hand, it's their hand. It's not
Yes.
CGI.
Yes.
That's that's going to be some impressive things to pull off right there. That would be ungodly, because even nowadays with the best CGI, you can still pick them out. I mean, the best, I'm be honest with you, it took me 2 looks when I was watching Star Wars Rebel. Was it Star Wars Rebel 1 or something like that?
Rogue One.
Rogue One, sorry. I already knew the ending before I saw the movie. Sorry to break it to you. Everyone dies. They get the word, but guess what? Not a fucking Bothan dies anywhere. This fucking sucks. Anyways. No, it's just like that, you know. Where was I going with this? Jared,
What?
your turn.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, did? What did you say?
Realistic graphics.
Oh, yeah. So what I was going with that one is that they had General or Admiral Tarkin. Now, he looked real good for his age. And then I took a second look and realized, holy crap, that's CGI. For a split second, I thought that was actually the dude. Subliminal, throw us some more...
I don't know if anyone here's played or at least watched someone play Heavy Rain.
Yes.
Alright. The mechanics on how you make your choices is how everything ends up. I'd like to add that into it as well.
Ah, so kind of like a moral and balance group.
Exactly.
If you go save this guy over here, later on down the road, does he help you? Does he shoot you? Does he screw you over? You don't know until you do it. It's like your decisions actually count. And trust me, nothing disappointed me more than when it came to Mass Effect 3, and you found out that every choice you made in Mass Effect 1 and every choice you made in Mass Effect 2 didn't mean a lickish in Mass Effect 3 at the end when I gotta connect with a child who's also an AI. Ah! And then it screams at you and you scream back and then you jump into its body and go, ah! Sorry again. That is pretty cool. I like that idea. What's next?
So I have a lot going on here for mine, but I think I would have to throw in, I'm a big fan of sound as well. But not to go off of that, I want to have fantastic sound. Like, if something's behind you, I want you to be, like, if
that's along the lines of me. If something's behind you, you hear it behind you.
So basically,
or
like
if something's off in the trees, you're like, what is that?
Like the surround sound?
No, going beyond surround
Oh,
sound.
yeah, we're talking like...
even better than that?
Like if somebody is coming up and they're to your southwest, you hear the footsteps coming from the southwest.
Yep.
If they step on a twig, you hear them step on a twig. If you hear them going through leaves, you hear them going through the leaves. That level of sound.
Yeah.
What's so funny over there? I see you chuckling.
Who, me?
Him.
Sub's girlfriend.
Oh, God.
What your gameplay will be, but also have a really awesome soundtrack. Ooh, I love that idea. Loving the ideas. So, back to me. Now, we all know that I'm a big fan of stealth games as well. I love Hitman. I love Tom Clancy games. I love Thief.
Stuff that Nick was bad at.
Yeah, whenever I play a video game that gives me the option, I'm always going to be the stealthy, sneak up behind you kind of guy. But one of the things that always drew me towards the Hitman series, which is one of my favorite series of all time, is the ability to finish an area or a mission in 1,000 different ways. Let's say that you have to go and get into this castle over here. Do you bust through the gate? Do you climb a rope? Do you sneak through the sewers? And you have to assassinate somebody. Do you just run at them? Do you poison their food? Do you set a bomb? Do you bribe someone to kill them? That's what I want. I want you to be able to just envision. Like, I always go back to the idea of One Piece because I like the idea of a world with a lot of water and just islands everywhere. So, sorry to keep bringing that up. You know, imagine you see a big war boat ahead of you and it's foggy so they can't see you. Now, you got to take down that war boat because if it sees you, it's going to just blow you to hell. Well, how do you do it? Do you open fire on it? Do you board the ship? Do you assassinate the captain? Do you take down the sails? Do you set it on fire?
Like, do you try and go in through the cannon areas to wipe out all those guys?
Right, I mean, mutiny them. I mean, there's 1,000 ways you can do it. And I just like the idea of, here's your mission. Do it however you want to do it. Just don't screw up, this, and this.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Call me a geek, because it's what I am. Boom.
I'm going to piggyback a little bit off of Subliminal's idea.
Okay.
And multiple endings.
Ooh, multiple endings. That's always a fun one.
Or how about not even just multiple endings? How about multiple pathways?
Multiple branches.
Yeah.
I like that idea too. I mean, the idea goes.
You kind of had that in one of yours.
Well, yeah, but I was kind of going with the whole morale system, the good and the bad. If you screw up with this island nation, they're gonna hate you for the rest of your days.
Oh no! I was talking about with your cinematic, your seamless cinematics. where you had the choices of.
Oh, I always loved that from the Fallout series,
Remember,
too.
you did have that in the first
Right.
series.
You know, here's 1,000 different ideas for how you want this solved, and this will backfire on you or make you a better
like
person.
how it was in Mass Effect 1 and 2. You chose this side of the branch, it took you to a different way.
It's kind of like the game I'm playing now, Singularity.
Yeah, where everything you do has a plus or a minus effect,
Or how you did in Time Shift.
where you shot people you shouldn't have and bludgeoned them to death. But anyways, good piggybacking. Sub,
You could create your own styles of clothing, haircuts, basically anything.
So customizable
purely
characters.
customizable.
okay, then you're piggybacking off of Necro here. That's one of his favorite things.
Oh yeah, I have probably, I think we estimate about 2 or 3 hours set up for your just character creation.
Well, you should have seen him when he first played Dark Souls. We spent the first 30 minutes before we played the game while he slowly designed how his character looked, and then he got pissed because you can't see his character's face.
Did we go over demolishable? Everything is
No,
demolishable?
that can be you. Go on, throw that on there. You
Alright,
like
then-
destructible scenery.
Yeah, there we go. Destructible scenery. Everything is destructible depending on what's used on it.
Right, of course you're not going to be able to baseball bat a metal door open, but a chunk of C4 will blow it right off the hinges.
Right.
Alright, cool.
Unlike how some games it's like, oh, you can't really break that, but you can break this.
Wooden door syndrome!
Yep.
You can't break this, even though, you know, it's weak in real life, but you could break this so much easier with something that shouldn't have broken.
I have a story for that one real quick. Sorry, it's time to go back in the past. 5 kaiju points if you get where that came from. Anyways, I was playing Resident Evil 1. This is how old this is.
Wow.
And of course, I wasn't really good at it, so I was kind of cheating with the Game Shark. I'm not going to lie. I gave myself unlimited ammunition. I came to this wooden door. Now, this wooden door is missing a chunk of it, kind of barely on the hinges, but it's locked with an anchor key. So I unload for about 10 minutes, just shotgun shells, grenade launcher shells, bullets, bombs, kick the door, stab the door, nothing. I pull out the anchor key, I put it into the keyhole, it clicks, the anchor key breaks, the door falls off the hinges. But I unloaded enough firepower into this thing to wipe out a small European nation. Without a second thought, I could destroy an island nation, and people would think it was a freaking volcano after I was done with it. This door just stood there going,
Nope.
I was made by Samson and Samson. What a key! My one weakness! I always like that idea from the, was it Red Alert series, or the, Red Dawn?
Oh, okay.
Where you could, like, there's a guy on the other side of this wall. What should we do? Fire a rocket at the wall. Why? Blows the wall open. Hi, buddy! Huh? The Necro, what are you throwing at next?
Okay, I'm gonna go with a little bit of graphic based here.
Okay.
One thing I love is, per se, the fatalities and the new Mortal Kombat and everything like that, where you could go up to somebody's knee with a baseball bat and then watch it break.
Oh, you're talking about the X-rays.
Yes.
Ah.
So
Like-
you want to actually see what happens to the
I
body.
want, if you do a blow to somebody that's gonna break or damage, I want the person to be affected by it and also show how it was
So in
done.
other words, if you take a sledgehammer to somebody's kneecap and it does enough damage, you want to watch it break.
Yes.
Whew!
Now, do you want
That's-
to see
Wow, you've gone from PG to PG-13 in a blink there,
Now, do you
dude.
want to see that in slow motion? That way, none of the
No,
enemies
because
can
he's doing it
attack you,
online,
or-
so he's doing it
Yeah,
online,
no.
so that wouldn't make
Alright,
sense.
So,
What he's talking about is like if you ever played Sniper Online,
right.
when you shoot somebody, it shows like their skeletal system and it shows the damage happening.
Yeah.
He's talking like that. So like if you swing, suddenly the person will go clear and you can see their skeletal structure, and you just watch the leg break.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, that
But
kind of.
the- But then I also want, like, you know how you shot somebody in the leg and they're running at you still. I want them to be affected by the wound.
Guy survives 9 shots to the chest. 1 thrown knife kills him, though. I don't know. Anyways, my idea kind of goes with yours. I like the idea of if you damage somebody enough that they actually begin to take effect to it.
Right.
Now, I know I'm talking about an RPG where there's going to be like healing items and sensor beams and shit, but I feel that if you take enough fucking damage that it blows you into a freaking wall, there's got to be a side effect to that.
Oh, yeah.
If a concussion, or you're knocked down, or maybe you can't swing as hard with your arm anymore, or you're having difficulty walking, I mean, sure, it'll cure itself because, of course, you're using magical mumbo-jumbo, like, 1-up mushrooms from Mario Brothers or some shit.
Yeah.
But,
There should still be somewhat side effect.
right, like you said, I've played games where I can shoot another sniper in the arm. Now, if you take out a sniper's arm,
They're pretty much useless.
that rifle is useless to them because they're not going to be able to fire it properly. I mean, they're still going to be able to fire it, but they're not going to be able to fire it properly. But the idea is, like, if Juggernaut Jared, say, I don't know, runs at me where I have nowhere to escape, and then hits me hard enough that it snaps my knee into a certain location, and I fall down and have trouble walking, I think that should be affected until I'm healed,
Now,
which takes about 3 or 4 weeks.
Now, would wind affect the bullets?
Of course it would.
Oh, hell yeah.
Of course it would. Because, like I said, my game is kind of based on, like, a lot of ocean combat. So, like, you'd need, like, if you fire a cannonball and there's wind blowing, let me tell you something. Even a big old heavy cannonball is still affected by the wind.
Oh, yeah, even if it's small.
And that's still going to get brushed to the side. So, my idea of the game is, like, real-world physics are in it. If you get snuck up by an assassin and they slit your throat,
You're dead.
you're either you're dead or you're in such a life-threatening situation that you have to be forced to heal yourself. That's what I'm talking about. Now, of course, once again, I'm not talking about it being like an instantaneous thing, like you take a blow to the head and instantaneously have a cracked skull. I've been hit in the head quite a few times and I haven't had a cracked skull yet.
Right.
And I hope to never. But anyways, what I'm throwing it at is, enough blows to the head, that'll do something. Enough blows to your arm, it'll start to damage it. Juggernaut.
I'd want the AI to be realistic.
Ah, ye old AI realism. Oh, if I played a game for you, you know what? It'll be the next game you play. It's called Stalker: Shadows of Chernobyl.
Oh goodness.
I'm
I'm in Russia right now, and
actually all of your games have been Russian so far. But anyways, what this is the idea behind it is the enemies think and react like a normal person would. They take cover. During certain parts of the day they're eating, during certain parts of the night they're sleeping, but their AI never changes from the beginning of the game to the end. Their AI is brilliant. But of course, they're not like, if they hear a gunshot, they all instantaneously know where it came from, too. If I shoot their buddy in the face with a sniper rifle, they're going to know their buddy got taken down and from that area, but they're not going to instantaneously know where you are.
No.
That's a good idea. And you know what? I like the idea of having intelligent AI, but I don't want an AI that's thinking on my level.
yeah.
Right? It's not going to win if both me and the AI are circling the room trying to get behind each other, and we spend an hour doing this.
Like, if my level, say, 10, I'd want the AI's level to be knocked down a couple levels.
So you're not talking like human level intelligence, but you're talking like close to human intelligence.
Yes.
Okay.
Close enough to where it's not aggravating.
Where you're going to
But
want to rage quit.
But still provides a challenge.
Yeah.
Speaking of rage quit. Anyways, Sub, you're up, buddy. You're up, Buttercup.
I'm gonna pass for the second because I had a few ideas, but they passed on for the moment.
Well, rest in peace. Necro, you're up.
Alrighty, what was I gonna say?
Don't
I had
know. I'm not
something.
psychic.
Oh, that's besides the point.
If I was, I'd know what viewers actually want to see, so I'd have more than 47 viewers. By the way, 47 fucking subscriptions! I'm pumped. And tomorrow I'm going to even be more pumped, but we'll talk about that another day.
To go back on my cinematic kick, I do love the idea of seamless cinematics where it controls what's going to happen later on in the storyline, like how you said with Mass Effect.
Oh, so you're talking about, like, events that you do will have a shockwave effect down the line.
Yeah.
I like that idea. That's one of those things where it's always a great thought process. Not a lot of games want to do that because a lot of games are, well, nowadays at least, a lot of games are just, here's what we think you're going to like to do.
Yeah.
But they don't always, I don't always want that to be my ending. Why is it that I can, okay, Mass Effect 3 again, why is it that I can befriend the Gith, but me befriending the Gith to stop the frickin' Reapers, which are destroying everything, be enough to make another group quit on me and make my one crewmate commit suicide? Doesn't it make more sense to have more firepower on your side?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm thinking of saving the universe, not fucking caring, oh, I'm so sorry that you created this slave race and it's attacked you back. Fuck you! If we don't stop the Reapers, we're all dead! Who cares?
We'll solve our conflict later. Let's stop them.
It's like the same thing with the whole Halo ring idea. Hey, if we don't stop that thing from activating, it's gonna wipe out all life in the fucking universe. It's sacred, we won't stop you. It's going to kill you. You won't be able to figure out if there's a god, because it's gonna atomize you! Sorry. Ranty pants. Still, I do like that idea.
Yes.
Um,
Well, I sure hope so. It's kind of your idea.
was it?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about your idea still. I was taking off your idea.
I thought he was
But yeah, I'm
piggybacking off
taking.
you, though.
Oh, sorry. I was piggybacking off of you. Okay, anyway.
I was
I
piggybacking.
remembered what it was, though.
Something I thought of that would be really cool and really amazing that I've actually found from playing a couple of these DayZ servers that I've been on are events that happen at a pretty quick pace. Now I'm not talking I want like 1,000 different things happening at once, but like, let's say that Subliminal's out sailing on a ship, and Subliminal gets hit by one of these storms that he's talking about. You know, big frickin' typhoon takes him down. Sinks his ship, drops it in the middle of the ocean. I think it'd be a great idea if it left like a marker on the map saying his ship sank here. First one to salvage it gets, parts from it.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, Subliminal gets to keep all the stuff that was on his characters and his crewmates and everything, but what was on his ship, like, let's say he was storing gold and jewels on his ship, just, honestly, for say here. Well, then that would be up to Subliminal to get there first, or somebody else could salvage it. Or, it's Christmas time. Help Santa Claus deliver presents. Or, it's Easter, there's a giant Easter rabbit with a cross on its forehead burning down cities. Stop it. I like the idea of events happening at a pretty good pace. One of the things that always upset me about games is like, okay, it's Christmas time, and what they do is they make everything look Christmassy. That's it, though. That's as far as they go. They're like, everything's Christmassy now. Yay. No, I want more to that. I want to feel more to that. I want to be like...
How about Easter eggs that come with the events?
That's another thing I'm talking about. And I'm not talking I'm talking like all of them, too. I'm talking like, let's say Hanukkah happens. Why is it there's never any events for Hanukkah?
Only Christmas.
Only Christmas, never Hanukkah. Why is that? Why is there no summer solstice and winter solstice events? Why is there no Kwanzaa event? Do you know what Boxing Day is?
Canadian Christmas.
Yeah. Why can't we have a Boxing Day event? This is stuff that I look at and I say...
What you want to call it? Russians, don't they celebrate Christmas in, like, January?
Yeah, 6 viewers.
6 viewers? Why do we have 6 viewers? Nobody wants to see us.
This is the highest view count. This is the highest number of viewers that Hermie said that did for us on her end.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Okay. It's back, but it's lagging.
Okay.
Oh, wow, we have 6 people on? Well, it says we have 5 on, but I'm cool with that anyway. This is awesome. Thank you, everyone who came to watch.
Yes.
Thank you a lot. Now,
Yes,
was that my idea I was talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then
Jug.
Juggy, you're up, buddy.
Side missions that give better equipment, better weaponry.
So in other words, making it so side missions are actually worth taking.
Yes.
I always like that idea.
Yes.
That's a great thought.
Borderlands is a great example.
Yeah, Borderlands is a great example of that, where, yeah, you can go and play through the main game, and you can do all the main quests, and you can beat the game in roughly 8 hours.
But if you don't do the DLCs, you won't get powerful weapons like the freaking Sandhawk, which is a story mission. But then you also have the Pimpernel, which is a side quest.
Yep. I always like that idea. A lot of the side quests in video games are like, if you go here and do this, we'll give you a few pieces of gold.
Mm-hmm.
You do this, I'll give you a few experience points. There's never anything like, oh, you go and do this, and I'll give you a flamethrower.
But the side missions worth something.
I'd do it
Yeah, I'll jump on that in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Seriously.
just to play with the flamethrower.
If you go on my wooden dinghy and go rowboat over to that Skull Island over there and defeat the dragon, you can have my fucking jet ski. All right, I'm on this shit. All right, Sub, you're up next, buddy.
Let's go off of Easter eggs. How I mentioned Easter eggs that only happen during certain events.
Yeah.
How about better Easter eggs and there's problems with Easter eggs that don't have a lot of replayability. Like there's a lot of times, for example, I play Black Ops 3, so I like to listen to the Easter egg songs. What if I want to replay that song?
Yeah.
There's multiple times where we're in a high round. It's like, you know what? This is a good time for the song. Oh wait, I already played it.
Hey, everyone, do me a favor real quick. Jump on the computers and make sure nothing's being downloaded by accident.
Check mine.
Just in case, that might be why we're lagging. Easter eggs are always fun. Go to library and then downloads. Yeah, he's downloading something. Pause that. Oh no.
No, I have it paused.
Okay, I was just making sure because I saw the blue bar.
Let me make sure.
Sorry, folks. Give us 2 seconds here. I heard that we're getting really staticky down here.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be screwing up too bad here.
It says ready to play, so there's nothing on this.
Okay, good. Okay, just making sure. Okay, so whose turn was it?
Well, I
so
just
subs.
Yeah.
Okay, Sub. What do you got? What do you got for us, buddy?
He's talking about the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
And say you feel like it's getting stale, maybe there's new Easter eggs that way it keeps going.
So in other words, let's say like
Random Easter eggs are added, some are taken away for a certain amount of time, just a temporary amount of time, and then they're brought back surprisingly. That way it feels like it's new rather than
so in other words, you're talking about just like random events happening.
random events happening, being able to replay the Easter eggs when you want.
Well, I like that idea. That is cool.
Yeah.
Always being able to do new things or repeat things are fun. I mean, sometimes it's really just fun to do a quest. One of my all-time favorite quests is from Borderlands 2, and it's called the Bullymong Hunt.
Sounds fun.
And what you're doing is you're basically going around for this guy named Sir Hemmerluck, who's an awesome scholarly gentleman. And you're doing all these things like, go find this Bullymong and just piss him off and tell me how he feels about being called a potty smacker or whatever the hell it was. No, that name sucks. Just call them fart knockers. Yeah, I'm just sick of it. If I could replay that mission over and over again, I would. Just for how fun it is. He gets all upset about it, too. He's just like, I don't even care. Call them fart knockers, or boner farts. Call them boner farts. I don't care anymore. Just go kill some of the bastards. I'm like, yo!
Okay, I'm gonna take this one off of DayZ.
Yar?
Yes, I like the...
You mean confusing controls, backpacks I don't know when we need them to, or AI that are dead shots?
Not that.
Okay, just making sure.
I'm gonna talk about their, merchants. How they're specifically placed in certain areas throughout the map. I like that. Special merchants that you can find specifically on certain areas of maps.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that idea.
I like that idea, but what if some of them move to random spots?
Well, that's why you're gonna have several throughout the map.
Right.
You're gonna have ones for like.
I'm talking about special merchants though. Like, what if you have to find them and they're only in random spots? Right?
Or like merchants that only show up weekly, eh, Necro?
Yeah. Thanks to the Destiny hint.
I was just firing rounds. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know well.
Does anybody? I believe he's trying to blame me for something again. I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's cute.
Why are you flipping off the viewers?
Yeah, seriously.
KaijuK.
You're not doing a very good job of it. I'm ignoring you. All right, let's see if I can. I'm closing things on my side, seeing if I can't get this a little faster.
Still have 5 people watching.
That's awesome. I like that idea. What else do we have? Can I cancel anything else? Oh, jeez, I don't know what else to close. I've closed everything I can.
How many tabs you have open?
3.
Oh, that's
Just
not
don't close the OBS.
I could close the OBS and make it better. All right. So I guess it's up to me.
Yes.
So we talked about graphics earlier, and we talked about storms earlier. One of the things that I always liked about video games is when they got realistic storm graphics going on. Like raindrops falling actually showed effects. Like if they hit a tree branches, they drop rain. Puddles form in the water. If there's a deep enough ditch and it's raining enough, the starts filling up with water.
So realistic environment.
Right, mudslides and things like that. Sandstorms, typhoons, water spouts, hurricanes, and fucking tidal waves. You know, I want my game to be like, if you're out in the ocean and you're off and you're looking in the distance and you see a bunch of dark clouds coming your way, it's time for you to start making decisions about your life. Because once you hit that storm, the weather's going to start. Like I said, I like the idea of realistic physics. So once that storm starts smacking up and down the waves, you're going to start getting your butt kicked. You know, I want you to have to be smart, but I also want you to be able to think. You know, oh, I'm being chased by these 3 guys. Do I chance going through the storm?
Or do I go around it?
You know, and they might catch up to me. You know, that's what I'm talking about. You know, if your ship is, you know, if you're running low on water, maybe a rainstorm comes and you start bringing out buckets to fill up with water. You know, stupid stuff like that. I'm stupid.
You're not
I'm
stupid.
stupid.
You're not stupid.
Dad!
That's actually a very good point.
Kaiju, you're not stupid.
It's your turn.
I was thinking about the...
Come on, Jug!
Oh, man.
YMCA.
Kyle,
What?
stop.
I'm not. That's the background of me. I'm not saying I'm stupid anymore.
No,
Go.
you were doing the YMCA thing.
Lies and slander. Now move.
Go now.
You can't think of the question.
Under pressure.
The server updates when nobody would be playing.
Now your issue with that is that you're talking about a game that you already said you wanted to be pretty worldwide.
Yeah.
So people are always going to be playing.
Well, they could. What he means is fixing the servers that nobody's on.
That could
Yeah.
work, you know.
Yeah.
Just or
Like the North American servers at this time, the South American servers this time.
all right, I can see that working pretty well. That'll keep the game up and going.
Mm-hmm.
Subliminal.
All right. Crap.
Necro.
Okay, for me, it's gonna go back to Borderlands. I love being able to farm certain people to drop good weapons.
Go on.
So, like per se, you know, you farm that guy for the fastball, so he would always be in the same location, so you could keep farming him.
In other words, respawns.
Yes,
World boss respawns.
yes.
That's
But I'm not talking like how they do in Borderlands, where you have to quit the game and come back in.
no, you're
I'm
talking like World of Warcraft,
yeah,
where like every
like-
15 minutes they respawn.
Yes.
Okay. World respawn rates. That's a pretty good one.
Sure. KaijuK.
Fuck you! You're sick enough to not notice this. They say I'm the sick one. Anyways, I actually have an idea that's kind of based off of Juggernaut a little bit. My idea is that, well, his is based on the world idea. Mine will be based on my game's world idea. But, like, let's say that you have a long sword, okay? Just a simple thing, a long sword. You know, a long sword. Well, a long sword looks like a straight blade with 2 edges in, say, Europe, whereas in, say, I don't know, Japan, it's a curved blade, or in South America, it's a stick with shark teeth up the sides.
I see where you're going with this.
I like the idea of, like, everyone has basically the same items, but they have their own flair, you know. Just because my waterproof jacket is bright yellow doesn't mean that his waterproof jacket isn't going to be made out of leaves, his isn't going to be a force field, and his isn't going to be anything because his people think that water is for pussies if they think they're supposed to be afraid of it. Cultural ideas that differ. Like another idea, you know, a wolf on this island and a wolf on this island. This island has large open plains, this island's full of rocks. Same enemy, but the one in the open plains will be a sleeker looking creature, while the one climbing up the mountains will have broader, beefier body because it's climbing up and down mountains all day.
I was gonna say, or the pelts could be different in toughness to create better armor.
Mm-hmm. Which goes back to my whole crafting and gathering idea. Ooh, I keep going back to that one. I'm getting scared with how good this game's feeling. Oh, I'm gonna need a minute. Ooh. Someone hand me a handy wipe.
Juggernaut!
The getting on the base premise of the game.
Oh, yes, Jared.
I'll stop it.
Anyway,
Oh, barely!
getting on the premise of the game.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
It's based on if World War II never happened.
Ah, So World War II doesn't happen, what happens to the world afterwards?
Yes.
That's a pretty nifty idea. You know, I always thought what would happen if the world never found the invention of gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
How would we be today? But that's a cool idea. Yeah, I like that. Sub, you're up next, buddy.
Kind of the auction house.
Ah.
But that's a hard part because people like to mess with the auction house and everything. So
Well, one of the things that always pissed me off about auction houses was like people have outlandish prices for stuff. You know, here's 20 pieces of leather for 40 gold.
certain items have a limit cap.
Ah, price limit. In which case, everyone's just going to crank it to the max limit.
For each item, it's separate.
Ah.
Each item has their own value. Like, you can't go too far above its actual value.
So in other words, you're talking like, say, a leather pelt from a wolf and a leather pelt from, say, a rabbit.
Right.
The wolf pelt will sell for more, so you can put it up to this level, where the rabbit pelt will sell for less, so you can only put it up to this number.
Right.
Sub needs to speak up. Hard to hear him. That came from your girlfriend.
Yeah, I know.
Giggity. Just pretend you're in the bedroom.
Ah!
I do like the idea of that, how you could fix the auction house that way. My idea for to help the auction house would be like a percentage would be taken from the amount you'd get. So the higher up the price tag you put, the more they're going to take away from you.
Right.
So like the idea, you know, 20 pieces of leather for 40 gold. Sure, you could get that, and then they remove 20 gold from it for how high the price was.
Okay.
You know, that's just how I feel it could work.
All right. That sounds good.
Okay, for mine, I'm gonna somewhat go off of that. But when you're selling or trading, because my game will offer, like, you could trade this item for a different item of some sort.
Bartering.
Yes, bartering.
Yeah.
The prices are more fairer when you are selling things.
That works. He loves to stream at games.
Yeah. That's what I was laughing at.
Because instead of, you know, buying a gun for like 20,000 and selling only for $5,000, it would be more of, you know, like
a
10
trade-in
grand,
almost,
yeah.
you know, like what they did in Metro, where you can take your rifle and you can trade it in towards getting a new rifle.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea. I like that. A thing I like an idea about is I actually got this idea from Stardew Valley, where certain items are of certain quality. You know, if you start off as, say, a leather worker, obviously your stuff's going to start poor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're going to make mistakes. But as you increase, you get better and better quality. So, for instance, let's say leather armor made out of poor quality gives you, say, 1 defense. Yet leather quality from, like, extremely high quality gives you 6 defense. Obviously, it would make you want to become better at it. Or, you know, this wolf's pelt can only be up to level 3 because it's made of this, but this wolf's pelt can go up to level 10. Same thing with iron, the same thing with wood, the same thing with food.
So basically, depending on where you get it from is what...
And how good you are at it.
Okay.
You know, a world-class chef could go down into my kitchen, open up my fridge, and whip up a meal that would make you just drool.
Now, since you're talking about skinning an animal, in a sense...
That's part of my harvesting idea, yeah.
Is there going to be a mechanism where there's times where you might fuck up on that?
Oh, of course. You're never perfect. You're always going to have a chance to screw up, but the better you are, the lesser the chance. For instance, the same thing with fishing. You know, when you start off fishing, it's going to be real hard for you to know how to reel in a big fish. I went out marlin fishing once. I thought I had a marlin in the end. It was actually a freaking sea bass. Don't worry, it tasted good, but I mean, it was a sea bass. I was trying to pull in a sea bass. It felt like it was a marlin fighting me because I didn't know the difference.
Yep.
Same thing with catfish. You ever go catfishing?
Yes.
Get yourself one of them itty-bitty catfish that fights like a beast.
And then the big one doesn't put up a fight at all?
Yeah, but a professional angler knows the difference. That's what I'm going at, you know. That goes back to my idea of skills and trades, you know. If you get really good at, say, horse breeding, like I was talking about earlier, maybe there's people that are coming all around, people that are asking you, sending you messages, hey, can I get one of your horses? How much for one of your horses? What do you need to make this type of horse? And, you know, the better you are at it, the more likely people are to come to you. But I also believe that you should have, you know, a certain certificate. You know, as you do deeds in the world, you get higher up on that certificate, or lower on it, and not only do prices change, but what you can buy changes. You know, if you go into a game and your buddy hands you 100,000 gold, you can go and buy yourself great gear. My idea is, you'll get 100,000 gold, but you only have a type, like, G license. So you can only get basic shit.
Yep.
That's my idea on that. Yeah. I'm sorry I rambled and took so long. Jared.
Save points.
Ooh.
I'm tired of running through a game. You just get finished beating the hardest boss up to date, and when you go and there's no fucking save point anywhere near it, where it's at a random spot in the game.
Like, say, you're trying to get to some, say, giant vertical city full of slime and acid and blood-spewing mosquitoes. Just so you can get to the save point at the bottom, but you can never find it.
Yeah.
And if you die, you have to start all the way from the beginning again. And a game that's so bad that it makes your soul, in fact, darken.
Or possibly have to go up against these snake creatures.
Subliminal, quick, before I lose myself.
Alright. I want to piggyback a little bit off your idea.
Oh, Billy!
Or whoever's idea it was. Oh, wait, was it my idea about the merchant? Or
For the merchants in different places? Yeah.
Oh, my.
Now, I was thinking, do we have the idea of being able to create our own jobs in the game? Say you don't want to go on the sea. Say you actually want to stay
that was one of my ideas.
Well,
you know,
remember, this is based off of your own game. We all have 3 separate games.
But my idea is kind of based off the idea of you could be just as experienced and gain just as much levels by being a bootmaker as a buccaneer.
Right.
So if you want to stay on an island and just make your business there, you know, you want to become a leather worker, you want to be a candle maker, you want to become a butcher, you want to be all three.
Boat maker,
yeah,
whatever.
You can do that. That's why I always like that idea.
All right.
Because while you might not be sailing the 7 seas fighting pirates, you're giving them a shit to make sure they can do it.
How about when you get done with the boss and the stupid cutscene?
Oh, the cutscene screw over. Ugh. Yeah, that's why I like the idea of a seamless cutscene.
Yeah.
I also like the idea of being able to pause the game and stop during a cutscene.
Yeah, because there's parts of this cutscene that you don't want to miss, and sometimes you got to go to the bathroom.
Right. Or you're just too tired to do it. You just want to stop and start over in the morning.
Or you got to go eat, or something happens.
Okay, so your idea was?
Besides being able to have your own job, what about creating families?
That actually goes towards Juggernaut.
Right.
But you can do that in my game too. That's up to you. I mean, Juggernaut actually takes it a step further by giving his people age progression.
Mm-hmm.
What about disabilities and illnesses?
Well, that's something different. We haven't touched that one yet. You could throw that one out there if you want. You know.
I mean, let's face it. If we're basing a game off of real life stuff, there's gonna be a chance that you might have a disability, or you might get an illness over time. Or you might be someone that works on the sea and you get seasick for some reason.
Scurvy, etc.
Etc. Etc.
Yeah. Well, that could have a huge effect too. Yeah, I mean, if you get something that has to be cured, you have to get it cured, or it's going to get worse for you.
And being able to choose your own sentences, what you want to say to someone.
That was one of my ideas too.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's cool. You should have watched our first episode.
I did.
Like your dog unplugging the system.
lagging.
Like your dog unplugging the system.
Oh, Sylvia want to fill us in there?
My dog likes to unplug the wire sometimes, and sometimes he also likes to tap the power bar.
Mmm.
Yeah, he's a smart dog. Too smart for his own good sometimes.
Okay, so Mia.
Yep, you're up. You're up, Buttercup.
Okay, to go back on my whole realistic time events and stuff like that.
Yes?
done here?
Yep, I'm done. I'm done. Put the gun down.
No, he didn't. He lied. He was playing GTA.
You're being called out by your girlfriend in a live stream, which I cannot edit.
Wait, what the hell?
Your girlfriend's been calling you out, dude.
Yeah.
She's calling you straight out, right in public. Oh, wow. The bus can't hit you any harder. She didn't just throw you in front of the bus. She made sure your feet were cemented in.
Yeah, well, you know, she seems to do that a lot.
So it's gonna add more of a survival type to my game because, like, per se, not exactly being in Pompeii when it exploded, but being affected by it still because you were close by. You're gonna be close by, if not in all the events that happened in our
Also,
world.
all the major events that happened, you're going to be in, and it's going to be up to you to decide how they play out.
Yes, or how you survive through it because you're going from where the world first changed from the dinosaurs being killed
Mhm.
to future.
No, you stop.
Aw, she loves you.
So that's like, so you know, Hurricane Katrina, to throw out there. You were affected by that. How did you make it through? What did you do?
Okay, so basically,
Everything like that.
what happened to you during major disasters?
Yes.
Okay, that could be twistedly fun too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's plenty of things that are classical. You know, like the Diary of Anne Frank, for instance. You know, what if you were up there in the attic when that happened? You know, and the SSR guys come up the stairs. You know, what is your reaction to that?
Kill 'em all.
Are you like me, who pull every pin on his chest and hug the first guy who comes in play? Or are you more subtle and everyone sneaks out while you're making a ruckus? You know, that kind of stuff. Okay, for me, I like a lot of things that are stupid in the world, okay? I'm a person who enjoys, like, I love artists because I can't draw to save my life. And you guys have seen some of my publications.
Or all of ours.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, jeez, my stick figures look like they should be in freaking homes. And I'm not very musically talented, unfortunately. I can play 3 instruments, but I'm not very good at them. I'm average, or below average for most of them. Probably really horribly average since I haven't played the violin in... How old am I?
33.
So 2 decades. But,
I'm not the only one that asks that question.
the thing is, like...
Well, he has an advantage. I am only 5 years younger.
So the idea is, like,
Exactly.
okay, I understand that a lot of people like to do modding, and hey, we're the modernsters of gaming. The word mod is actually in our title,
Yeah.
even though Necro can't say it after almost 2 years. But...
Speaking of 2 years.
No, that's at the end. That's at the end. But my idea is, like, for instance, there's a lot of people out there that make their own songs, make their own music. Why not have a place where they could lay it out? A place where you could go online and maybe spend a few microtransaction bucks. You know, go and buy a few, go get a few dollars for a microtransaction, maybe buy someone else's music. And maybe help their career out a little. Or art. Mm-hmm. One thing I love is going on to places like DeviantArt and just looking up things that are amazing. You can find some really badass drawings, and unfortunately a lot of porn drawings, but a lot of badass drawings out there of characters you would never expect to be badass.
Hey, you know what the internet's for, anyway.
It's for porn. No. But, so I think that there should be people, that have a chance, decorate your galley with it. Decorate your house with it. Have music playing that's yours. Mm-hmm. And if people like it, they'll buy it. It'd be a hell of a lot safer than putting it on DeviantArt. Because it's really hard to copy off of a frickin' screenshot.
Yeah.
A screenshot's not going to look nearly as good as you buying the print and the print being sent to that person.
That might be why it's bad.
Oh, because of the frickin' weather. Yeah, it's horrible. Speaking of horrible weather, Juggernaut! What's blowing you down, matey? Oh, please. You're as threatening as Cody when he's growling. Just put the gun down. No, don't Kurt Cobain this. Don't Kurt Cobain this. No. Anyways, Juggernaut. What's your next idea?
I would want in this game.
Tell me what you want, but you really, really want.
I would want in this game a way to be able to link Facebook or Twitter or your social media accounts to your character and be able to, friend request anyone in your party.
That's
Interesting.
a nifty idea. That actually like piggybacks but goes into fuller detail to my music idea. I like that. That's really awesome. Subliminal. What kind of message you passing?
Give me the gun.
Oh, you're funny. Let's see.
Oh crap.
Okay, everybody, you get to see Cody. Come here, come on. Come here, Booty. Come on,
A
Booty.
lot of the ideas I have are usually the idea, like. All right.
I'm sorry, man, but it's what the fans want.
Is it?
Yes.
Cody, relax.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Just close your eyes.
I won't hurt that much.
Is it because I talk too low?
That's what we get, fans. You asked for it. We Nerf gun somebody.
Okay.
That should be our next live stream.
Say you have a camera for your system and you want your character to look more like you.
Oh God,
Ooh.
we're not going frickin' with Mii's, are we? Like the
No,
Nintendo
no,
Wii
no.
Mii's?
You know how I think it was a basketball game or something with the Xbox or whatever.
Oh, I remember that one.
Kinect type.
Instead of it actually is more realistic.
So,
with the face
everybody,
and
this is
everything.
Cody.
Give him kissies. Okay.
But
So that's going. That's going
they
back.
actually fully capture you.
So what you're going back to is the idea of more customization.
You're a movie
Take a
star.
picture of yourself and then you throw yourself
You're
into the
a
game.
YouTuber.
He's a cute YouTuber.
You're the cutest YouTuber.
Yeah, he is the cutest YouTuber.
No.
He.
Basically, anything in the world would be customizable.
Get closer.
Okay.
That's actually a great idea. Read from here. All right. All right.
Yeah.
We cool with that? All right. Sub, it's what the fans want, man.
Oh, that's hilarious. Again?
No, I'm just kidding. They haven't asked again. But anyways, so you might want to grab those darts before Cody does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Whose turn is it now?
It would be me, and I'm gonna have a fast travel / checkpoint setup in my game. There, if you want to load it up. Kind of like Borderlands, but not exactly. I would like to throw in that the fast travel would be kind of like the bonfire from Dark Souls.
Oh boy, you really want to
Where
move
you would get your ammo or your whatever, your magic back, whatever you're using.
So a recharge station / save point.
Yes.
All right.
And then there are random checkpoints where it will come up on like the difficult parts of the game, so that way you could just respawn there instead of respawning all the way back at the last campfire.
All right, I can see that being awesome. Another idea I have for the game is realistic growth and weathering conditions. What I mean by this is, you ever play Legend of Zelda and you cut down a bunch of bushes?
Yeah.
You go into a house, you come back, they already grew the back?
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Not sure either.
Let's say you find an island that nobody's touched in the game so far. It's got freaking grass neck high. You can't see enemies. The enemies can see you. You gotta bushwhack yourself in. I like that idea. I like the idea of you having to be like, well, shit. Which way should we go? Because there's no landmarks.
Yeah, like random
Yeah, you find an island that no one's touched yet. Claim it. Give it a freaking name.
or random smoke screens.
You're about to get a random ball tap.
You don't do that.
Oh, really? Oops. Oh, I must be sick. I'm starting to connect.
My balls.
Happy Mother's Day, by the way, in case I didn't mention it.
Yep.
Probably did. Okay, so that's where you're at. And that's where I'm at. Okay, one more time through, guys, then we have to end this. We might be able to make a part 3 out of this, so it's up to you guys.
We could
Maybe I'll be more
Sure.
prepared.
Yeah, you should be more prepared.
be
You
prepared.
you shame us.
It's okay.
You shame
It's
us.
not my
Next.
fault.
To go with the, auction house and trader and be able to trade with other people in the group.
Ah, okay. That's pretty cool.
I was gonna say I probably want that in mine too.
No, you're not getting any of my shit. I'm a pirate. Yar. I'll be king of the pirates.
Okay, Monkey Day Luffy.
No!
Ah, my balls!
To be able to trade with your teammates.
Cool. No
Oh, that's
one's
cool.
quick as Deadpool. No one's slick as Deadpool. Nobody punches you right in the dick like Deadpool. Okay.
Guys,
Sub.
A lot of the ideas I would have for my game, you guys have already said, basically.
I'm going to give us an idea of what kind of game you'd want. We did that with Juggernaut.
Well,
In fact, the only one of us right now who doesn't actually have a true how their game is Nick.
Oh, I have RPG.
Huh? Well, yeah.
I'd want everything, to be honest.
And good night, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
what the hell's up?
Yeah, what do you mean by everything? You can't have an RPG, strategy, horror, survival, racing, piloting, mech-designed game.
Technically, you can.
It would be horrid!
Yeah, there's too much to comprehend in one game.
In this corner, Scorpion. In this corner, a Pong paddle. Fight! And the Pong paddle nukes Scorpion from orbit with Goku's phallic symbol.
Well, I guess it would be... It would be a type of RPG in a sense, but at the same time, you'd be able to choose whatever the hell you want to do. Which is why I said it's basically almost all your ideas mashed into one.
That's okay. When you come next time, you'll have more ideas.
But in a sense, some of the ideas would be altered.
All right?
Nothing. Don't you worry about it.
Keep spelling your idea.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
Keep saying your idea.
Yeah, come on, keep going, man.
Yep.
No, my dreams were crushed.
Keep going.
My dreams were crushed. I don't even know what was said, but my dreams were crushed.
What's going on here?
Go ahead and take a peek at his. His screen's bigger. Oops. And, I guess, Nick, it's up to you.
Oh, okay, well, we gotta give the fans what they want.
Take a few steps back, Nick, so you're in camera.
Well, you know, if you want, I could, like, somewhat put myself backwards in the camera.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, do that. Pull your hood up and lean back, or lean
Yeah.
forward a little, you know.
Get your hood up. Okay.
So remember, this is from a particular fan.
Oh, wait, did you load me? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you didn't see the bullets.
No,
What kind of Saiyan are you?
I'm not saying.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So anyways. Wow, you got some cruel fans on your side, dude.
That's okay, she'll pay later.
Oh, I think you know who it is.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay, so Nick, what's your ending idea here?
Okay, my ending idea. That's actually... Damn, I did have one. Just can't remember it.
Kidney shot, and pause. Kidney shot. Get him, Cody.
Oh. Okay, I know what it was. Companions, and number of companions you could have.
Ah, well, that goes into my game's idea too, me hearty.
Ah!
Hardy.
Yes, I would probably have a cap at 10 maximum companions that you could have.
Mhm.
Now, you could also have them stay at home, do some of your household chores that you need done, stuff like that. And, of course, you know, they could be anything from mages to nuke dwelling bitches. I don't know.
That's cute. That's adorable.
Okay.
Well, we'll go into mine with a little larger number.
Okay.
I do like the idea of companions. I like the idea of having dogs and parrots and dragons and people. But my idea goes like this. Since you're building your own pirate crew if you want, or you're helping build your own island, you should be able to bring as many as you need, you know?
Mhm.
How many workers do you need to work in your shop? You're going to have to pay them, of course.
Yep.
How many crewmates are you going to need on that big old battle galleon of yours? You know, go ahead, take 100 of them if you can afford it.
See.
I'm already 100% cool with that idea. However, as far as a limit, I think the limit should be based on yourself. You know, if you can't afford the people, you're going to start losing them.
Right.
That's just my, you know.
Yep.
And like I said, you know, I like the idea of having 10 companions. That's pretty cool and everything, but, you know, just throwing it out there, One Piece, you know, at the end of the series, he has like 11 or 12 crewmates,
True.
not counting himself. I mean, you know, you need people to be able to do stuff, but I like your idea. You know, you can have people who can be out foraging, get people who are out tending the stalls and everything like that. Pretty cool idea, especially if you're one of those people that doesn't want to actually go out and fight. You know, there are those people that enjoy those relaxing, you know, make your own world and live in it kind of games. But we'll have to save that for part 3 and possibly the last one. Who knows? So,
Announcement?
not yet. Okay, so next Sunday at 1900 on the dot again, myself, Juggernaut Jared, Necro Nick, and possibly Subliminal if you can remember, will be bringing up even more ideas for our perfect game.
Please remind him.
Please remind him.
You know who we're talking to.
And if anyone has any ideas, please send us an email. You know our email address. You know, themodernsofgaming@gmail.com. I'll put it down in the comment section in a minute. If you have any comments for the video, leave a comment. If you have anything, if you have a topic you want us to talk about in the future, please do not hesitate to ask. Yep. It's how we can work. It's how we can be better. Now, announcement time. 2 years ago tomorrow, people gave me the nerve to actually try and start one of my dreams, to be a YouTuber. 47 subscribers and over 1,600 views later, I'm tickled frickin' pink. I know that saying's old as hell, but I'm going to use it. That I have what I have. I say it enough, I say it again. I didn't expect to get past 10 subscribers.
And multiple times trying to shut it down and having to get stopped.
Right. So here's the thing. Tomorrow, there will be a live stream event. Now, please check out our Facebook page. TMOG space KNJNR, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I thought it was KNJSR.
JSR? Okay, well, you'll find it. Just look up TMOG. You'll find us. We got a picture of a little dinosaur being pushed on a swing. You can't miss us. And we will send you we'll send a message as soon as we know it. It's all on this guy right here. There you go. When he gets out of work, we'll be able to do it. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. At least one of us can get the frickin' camera working. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know how long it's going to be. It could be 2 hours. It could be 3 hours. It could be 1 hour. It could be half an hour. But we're going to do something special. We're going to talk about it tonight after this live stream, and we'll have a better idea what it's going to be. But I promise you, it will be special, and it'll be for every one of you.
Please!
Fire!
Not the face!
Fire! So, from one big-hearted kaiju to all of you all out there, thank you once again, and thank you for everything you've done. Please, I will never try to say this again except for tomorrow, but please, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to us, share, tell people about us. I try not to do this because I don't want us to be one of those people that's constantly saying it. But please, just...
Also, guys, follow your dreams.
And never stop following your dreams. Of course, that's just stupid not to do that.
And there's people that do it, though.
I know, I almost was one of them. So anyways, folks, until tomorrow, I'm KaijuK.
I'm Necro Nick.
And I'm Juggernaut Jared.
And
I'm Subliminal!
And we will see you all tomorrow, folks. Peace out, everybody.
good night, guys.
Peace out.